I think when it comes to crypto, like that's one of the first scare tactics a lot of people use is like this is the quickest way for criminals to hide their illegal activity, and they're going to be using this for no good. And then to bring it back to your point, you're like illegal is illegal, and that's not going to be
Yeah,
on your platform. But it's like one of the ways that they try to kind of squeeze their way in to get people to not adopt the new technology.
sure.
hmm Yeah, I don't
They're a
know if
little afraid.
a
People are
lot of people
afraid.
are. No, for
Yeah.
sure. But when you see, I don't know if you watched any of the World Economic Forum meeting that they just had. It was, what was it called? Dr. Pippa was like all over everything right now. But it was basically all of these leaders of pretty much every country attended this event. And all of them were talking about how to adopt some kind of centralized payment. So it went from being this thing that was seen as a Ponzi scheme to not real, to not something that we should warrant a conversation, to literally every global leader is like, well, how do we create our own version of this?
Yeah. Central bank digital currency, CBDCs.
What are
Very
your opinions?
dangerous.
I was going to say, what are your opinions on those? Because I'm
Very
terrified of
dangerous.
those.
I mean, the ability that someone can delete you with a button and delete your money and you could just disappear off the face of the earth with a smart contract, to me, is a very dangerous situation.
Right.
That's
And
why
I would,
Bitcoin is so important. Bitcoin is our last stand. Bitcoin is the last sovereign asset available in the world. And there's a very specific reason why Zion is built on Bitcoin, not on any of these others coins or cryptocurrencies, is that it is truly the most secure and sovereign asset ever created.
so when it comes to using it, I guess as a currency versus like as an asset, some people would say that it was never designed to replace any kind of currency just because of the massive swings. And I was talking to Mashinsky about this, and he was like, if you were to ask anyone who's purchased anything with Bitcoin if they wish that they could take it back, every single person would say yes. And the way that he does it is kind of, I think, it's very complicated, and I'm not intelligent enough to explain it with enough finesse. But essentially, it's like taking loans out against the Bitcoin and using it that way. And then I would say the majority of the people that are like Bitcoin maxis are like, no, you can absolutely use it and use sats, and it is meant to be a different kind of tender. I guess, do you see that leveling out to a point where it's not like you purchase something in Bitcoin and then regret it in the next week?
No, I don't think so. And I think what's interesting is the Lightning Network is going to allow for stable coins to be moved across the network as well. So we can have a stable base currency and use the Lightning Network as the payment rails to move that currency back and forth. So I think looking at it as a payment processing system to be able to move value across the chain is where we're going to see things go in the future.
No, that makes a lot more sense.